The opposite of war is not peace, it is creation. The quote by Jonathan Larson is a reminder that art and creativity not only have the power to express ourselves, but also to create worlds of our own. It's a beautiful message of hope and the encouragement to think more about what we can create during difficult and troubling times. There are many misconceptions about what we have to do to be creative. First of all, you don't have to be highly intelligent or have a high IQ in order to be creative. Intelligence and creativity are not related at all once you get beyond the 120 level, which is just above average intelligence. Secondly, being creative doesn't require that you spend your days coming up with new ideas. Instead, it's more about using whatever idea comes into your head in different ways. While some people think creativity is limited by circumstances like gender or race, or even age, there is research that points out this isn't true. Any person can become an artist if they want to put in the time and effort required for creativity on anything they do. This message of hope and encouragement to think about what we can create regardless of our circumstances is a beautiful reminder that anything is possible. Articles about war have been written for hundreds of years. While many of them focus on the emotions and messages behind the words being spoken between countries or during battles, there are also those works that take a slightly different perspective on what is happening in the world. The importance of art and creativity during days of unrest and war is a beautiful message that brings with it an uplifting reminder that anything is possible. Unifying people to overcome pain, turmoil, and bereavement. The creative arts can serve as a unifying force in divided times and societies. For example, the arts were instrumental in bringing people together during World War II and in post-apartheid South Africa. In both places, the arts served as a medium for expressing shared experiences and common values while constructing symbols of unity. The United States is also rediscovering the power of creative expression to bind communities together. The creative energies unleashed by 9/11, for example, helped unite Americans around shared principles such as democracy and freedom. America's best hope for building one nation, indivisible, might lie not only in its commitment to rights guaranteed by law but also in its commitment to be creative and innovative about expanding its conception of community. Creative expression is not just about making things look or sound pretty. It is a way of engaging with the world and of making meaning. Through creative expression, we can come to understand our own experiences and the experiences of others more deeply. We can also find shared values and build a community around them. When people are open to creative expression, they are more likely to be tolerant of differences. When people feel comfortable with each other, they are better able to resolve conflicts. For example, an art-based approach to conflict resolution was used successfully at the School of the Americas Watch in Washington, D.C., where military officers and community advocates were brought together to create art together. The process of creating art together helped them to see each other as individuals with common interests and concerns. In difficult times of war and conflict, how might creative arts help people to live together in peace? In times of war, creative expression can offer a way to explore the personal and collective experiences of violence safely and constructively. It can also provide a way to imagine a better future. Creativity and reconciliation. The arts were an essential component of the Truth and Reconciliation Commission in post-apartheid South Africa. The commission used music, theater, and art to document human rights atrocities and explore ways for people with radically different backgrounds to live together in a peaceful and just society. The use of creative expression can also turn violence into beauty through memorialization. In the United States, communities have found ways to memorialize those who have been killed through art, storytelling, and grassroots activism. Memorials can be built with materials from affected areas. They can also involve rituals that honor victims without glorifying violence. Engage with people's needs and emotions through art, theater, and word of mouth. Creative expression is a way to engage with the world and of making meaning. Through creative expression, we can come to understand our own experiences and the experiences of others more deeply. We can also find shared values and build a community around them. War is destructive and peace is constructive. This is a common idea that many people believe. However, it is not always true. War can be constructive in some ways, and peace can be destructive in some ways. For example, war can be constructive because it can bring new technologies and ideas to the world. Peace can be destructive because it can lead to stagnation and a lack of progress. Progress towards overcoming an adversary is a creative process. Propaganda artists have been incredibly creative during times of crisis, and when put under stress, people can show incredible innovative skills to help themselves out of life-threatening situations. Overcoming mental, physical, and spiritual trauma. Traumatic periods in our lives can often feel insurmountable. We may feel like we are stuck in a nightmare with no way out. However, it is possible to overcome these experiences by being creative and innovative. Creativity allows us to process difficult memories and emotions in a positive way. It helps us to find new solutions and reconnect with our energy and enthusiasm. In the long run, allowing yourself to be creative can help you feel happier and stronger. In times of crisis, it is important to remember that we all have the power to give ourselves a fighting chance at happiness. We can do this by trying new activities, going back to old hobbies, or finding something completely new to engage in. And finally, the key is to find something that makes you feel alive and connected. Something that allows you to express yourself fully and connects you with other people. It can be anything from painting and writing to dancing or cooking. The important thing is to find what works for you and to keep moving forward. Whether you need some advice on how to overcome traumatic and turbulent times of your life, want tips on how to maintain a strong and capable mindset, or just looking for ways to improve your situation, thishappyhuman.com is here for you. For more inspirational articles and life coaching suggestions, please subscribe to the podcast, and don't forget to leave comments. I'd love to know what you think. All the best. Matt the Happy Human.